everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chicks and Salsa. We're salsing tonight, ladies.
Woohoo!
We are
We
spicy.
Very
Well,
spicy.
yesterday was the sports equinox because there was MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, and MLS all were playing on the same night, and that only happens like once a year. Can you believe it?
Of course, Dawn and
That
our
is
Chiefs
super-
were center
yeah.
stage.
Yes, we were. Yeah. I mean, come on now.
Everything else was just kind of happened, you know. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So I'm going to go around the room and ask you how your week is going. But before we do that, I do want to open up with prayers for everybody that is in Jamaica and that is in the path of this hurricane.
Yes.
She's not as big as a lot of other hurricanes, but she's very impactful. I saw this morning, she's the the strongest hurricane to record. So, like,
Yeah.
anybody in her path, we want to say we're sending out our prayers to all of you.
They're
They
projecting
think
one
Jamaica
meter
at
of rain.
185 mile per hour wind gusts and stuff. Yeah, they wanted people to get off the island, but I mean, I don't know how many people could actually get off the island.
Yeah,
So,
1 meter of rain. Can you imagine?
No, I live in Florida and we get tons. I can't imagine. No. So how's your week started, ladies?
pretty good. How about yours?
Can't complain. Can't
You
complain.
know, Dawn and I are having Victory Tuesday.
Yes. Yes.
I had Victory Monday, so I'm okay with that.
Poor Jen. Jen, I picked your team though. I full on supported your team in my
I
pick
did
of
too.
this
You know
week.
what? When Andy Dalton's starting, don't.
Oh. Oh yeah,
No
the angry leprechaun. I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
see,
he's just not
I
used
just
to the
didn't want
reps
those
anymore, you know?
others. I just didn't want the other team to win, so I was cheering for you guys.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I
thank
mean,
you. Cheer against us in the future like you usually do so we can get back on our winning streak.
hey, listen,
When?
I'm impressed with your team, and I really didn't see that it would be a stretch for you all to take them out.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was not me being bitter. That was me being like, I really feel like that any given Sunday that would be you. So
No, I was just kidding, Carrie. I was just kidding. I promise.
no,
But
I
you
know,
know
but
what? I was impressed.
I really thought I was like, I mean, yes, I wanted you to beat them, but I picked you not because I wanted you to beat them, but I thought that there was a fighting
But
chance.
here's the thing. It's like there's so many but people who have moved from Buffalo to Charlotte.
Yeah, there
It's
is.
crazy. And I'm not just saying that. And people are like, well, when did this happen? It's been happening over the last 40 years. But
Yeah.
I mean,
And then I have a friend. One lives in Atlanta, one lives in Dallas, but they're Buffalo fans, and they went to the game. So you also have a lot of people who come in for the game. So yeah,
did you come in for the game, Dawn?
I did not come in for the game.
Okay.
No, nope.
I would have gotten
See?
mad at you for not telling me.
No, I had to be in Kansas City for my Chiefs. So no.
So, Candy, how was
Yes.
your football weekend?
Well, the mentee beat the mentor Sunday night. So
I
Jordan
know.
Jordan
I'm
Love.
glad I did not give up on that game at halftime and go to bed.
I was gonna say,
I
because
did.
if you watch the first half, you're
No,
like,
it
who's
was
gonna
a
win?
good game.
That second half really can't shine. I think the Packers, Tucker Kraft, like he won tight end. It was tight end day, and he won tight end day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a
Even though
phenomenal
I love
game.
the coach, I love Pittsburgh's coach, but Jordan Love I love me some Jordan Love. So
there's a lot of similarities to how he has started his Green Bay existence compared to almost identical to Rodgers and to Favre. So it is, as many people doubted how good he
Mhm.
be, and he typically has slow starts in the beginning of the year. I think part of that has to do with doesn't play a lot in preseason, and we all talk about that, and it's a different game from what he used to play. So
and he's still young.
He
I mean,
is.
Yeah, he
he's
is.
still a young quarterback. So I mean, I like I've said in the past, their first maybe 2 years, they're still learning. It's a whole different
Hmm.
game.
Well, I
So
mean, look at Drake May.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you can't judge
Called
them the
Drake May
first two
though.
years.
I
Huh?
caught it. Oh, y'all can attest to the fact that I
Yes,
called
you
Drake May.
did. Yes, you did.
That also goes to the coaching and what good coaching can do
Hmm.
for a young good quarterback, as opposed to some not so good, coaching for the young quarterbacks. Because we've
Chicago, we're looking at you. Just putting that out there.
Yeah. But I think this
Maybe
podcast has
Cleveland.
always been a big proponent of Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I mean, and honestly, the Packers did him right. They let him sit behind Aaron Rodgers.
Hmm.
I mean, he still had pressure on him, but not to the level of Bryce Young, Justin Fields,
Which is what
um,
I've said before.
Williams.
They all
yeah,
need to wait. They don't need to start. Most of them don't need to start the first year they get in the NFL.
correct.
The problem with that is the teams that are drafting so high
Oh, I
need
know.
them,
Oh, I
and that's
know.
like I mean, you look at Tennessee right now, and I feel bad. I really feel bad for Cam Ward. Like you get
Yeah,
your number one, you're going to a really bad team, and one
correct.
player is not going to change the whole trajectory of the team. Like it
And
just
Hmm.
usually they get the quarterback, but they don't get the other players that go along with it that they
Ding, ding,
need.
ding.
right.
Yeah, so they most likely need five or six players that are on
Mhm.
that same level, and they're not getting those, and so they're struggling. And like with Cam, I think probably year three, they'll have been able to get several other players that they need, and then they'll do well.
Mhm.
Right.
But they got to get him to last there for 3 years.
Well, should they find the right coach?
I was going to say that matters
Well,
too.
there, yeah, that's okay. there's
I mean,
there's a
I'm
whole nother
hopeful
ball
that
game. They are. So yeah,
they let go a good coach. So that's, I mean,
They
correct.
usually do.
Yes.
And Andy Reid did it right. Patrick Mahomes was the last piece of the puzzle.
Hmm. And he did not start his first year.
Mm-mm.
not
Correct.
until the last game of the season,
Yeah.
he
So
got he got. I think he started the last game. So he didn't even get to count his rookie year as his rookie year was one game start.
hmm yep.
Yeah.
And like he said, I sat back and I learned what I needed to learn. And I think the ones who are able to do that, I think it'll help. Just like I think Shakur Sanders will do fine if he can get past this year and get in the right place.
Yeah, but there's so much around him not being coachable right now.
I don't think
That
he's
that's
not
a hot
coachable.
mess.
I
I mean,
think
it
when you
is.
have
I mean, he
how
got
many
But you
drafted
have
to
to
a
quarterbacks
look
hot
where
do
they
mess of
they
a
went
team
to.
have?
too.
So
You got drafted to a hot mess, and they have what? Four other quarterbacks, five other quarterbacks.
I thought
Not
there
in
was like
4 now because
52
they
of them,
traded
but
Flacco.
Okay, so they have. I mean, they're come on now. Where I could see why.
oh yeah.
So
But
yeah,
as a rookie, you got to curb it.
you do, you do. But
I'm
hey,
just saying.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
you can't walk it if you think so. Their job, we see their performance, right? Like we see their performance, right? But as a
Mhm.
person straight out of college, being hired at any Fortune 500, they're not going to go in and say, "Well, here's how I know you need to do this."
Right.
You just left a classroom. Let's put some real
Mhm.
life underneath that belt before you say, "Here's how you need to do it."
Yeah.
Correct. Correct. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, the Jets had their first win.
Congrats to the Jets. I hope
So
that they give Aaron
votes.
Glenn the same chance that Dan Campbell got in Detroit,
They're not. They're
Mm-mm.
not.
because
Mm-mm.
I would love to see him be able to build a culture, and I think he can. I think he could get the buy-in from enough players that they can start building the culture.
Mhm.
because look where Dan Campbell is. But it is, would he be willing to give him the opportunity?
Not in
Yeah.
New York.
Let's hope. But like,
Let's
here's the
hope,
thing:
but I
like,
don't think
even
so.
Steve Wilkes, their GC, and I know this firsthand. Like, even before we played the Jets last week, the players were still talking about the culture that Steve Wilkes was able to build as interim head coach. So, I mean, working together with another person who's building a culture, they just have to be given a little bit of time because they can get the buy-in from the team.
Correct.
Mhm.
I hope for them they do, because that organization does deserve to have a win, especially. But it was very nice that, or poignant, or whatever word you want to use, that the day that we learned of their, and I can see his face passing, that they got the win,
Marigold,
and that was kind of a
Mangold.
mangled. Thank you. Kind of a, and watching Rex Ryan find out that he had passed away on the show that morning, man, that was hard to watch. And I felt so bad for Rex, because he said Mangold
Right.
knew that I was coaching my last game. And he said he was injured. And Rex said he walked up to him and said, "I'm put me in, coach, I'm playing." And Rex tried to, he goes, I don't care that I'm injured, I'm playing for you. And from what I can gather by the different people I've watched talk about Mangold, that was just his personality and who he was. Because he was very loyal, and he was he was there for anybody and everybody. And so
Yeah.
I really, it was nice that the Jets got a positive on top of the way their day started.
Right.
So
Right. I hope, like I said, I hope they give him a chance. I hope they, give him a time. Same like I said with the quarterbacks, give them time to build it. Like
Hmm.
the Jets were not, I mean, they weren't that great last year. So now you're asking this coach to come in, give him a chance. Give him a chance to build it. Give him a chance to get the players that are needed. Um, depending on how well they do this year, depends on where they are in the draft. So that may help them also. That may give them a leg up, depending on how many, trades they've
Hmm.
already given up to see where they are.
correct.
Okay, ladies, I'm going to steal back the show because there is, besides football, and I know we love football, but we're already how far into it. We've got to talk about last night.
Candy,
And
there's
I
something
missed
besides
it.
football in this world.
I
Believe it or
know.
not, there's something called a World Series. Let's see. Last night, oh my goodness, 18 innings, 6 hours, 39 minutes, 609 pitches,
Can
30,
you imagine how bad your shoulder hurts today?
37 runners on base. Can you believe that? Like 25 position players were used last night, 19 different pitchers.
You had to.
I
That's
know.
Listen, that ball
crazy.
game was longer than I get to sleep most nights. So
Yeah.
2-for-1 special. Normally you hear of double headers, but this was 2-for-1, 18 innings for the price of one, one game. Come on.
I mean, imagine being at that game and you keep saying, "Wait, I'm just gonna wait. We're gonna leave. Wait, we got to see this. Oh, wait, there's another inning," and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
I
See,
know.
that's why I have the attitude. You always go to a baseball game late because you never know how long it's going to go on for.
I That is so crazy because I was telling Candy, I was like, I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I was wide awake, and she was like, "You could have still been watching the game."
I heard that.
so a guy that did the after show for the game
Mhm.
was on Pat McAfee, and he told Pat, he goes, "I know that what time you get up, and you could have been a guest on my show as I was wrapping up the ball game." I'm like,
Mhm.
Mm.
bizarre thinking like that. Bizarre.
So, what can you get done during 18 innings of baseball? You could have flown from Toronto all the way to LAX in the time they played that baseball game. You could have
Exactly.
You could have watched Field of Dreams 3.5 times. You could have listened to Michael Jackson's Thriller album 9 times over. You could have watched every SGA free throw from last season, or you could have drove from Los Angeles to Vegas so you could bet on tonight's game. Sorry, just kidding.
Why
I mean-
candy? That could be a great segue there. Was that intentional?
Yes, look at
Maybe,
she's
you know?
doing a nice even segue over there.
Oh
Look at that.
gosh.
So, as we
Now I've
know,
improved.
are you done?
Yes.
If you're not, I'll shut up.
No, all you,
Okay.
lady.
So, with Candy's wonderful segue, let's see how long before the MLB starts investigating for their next Pete Rose. But the NBA has found their Pete Roses, and Chauncey Phillips, and then Terry Rozier, also known as Scary Terry,
Mhm.
at least here in Charlotte when he was with the Hornets. And I mean, it's just sad. Some people are trying to say that other people are going to be implicated. They are. I heard a rumor today that some people are trying to say that a former quadruple A plus NBA All Star 500 times over might be implicated. That man ain't dumb enough to gamble on the NBA again. Plus, he's a team owner. Pretty sure he ain't that dumb. He's also the only billionaire that went from being a player to a owner.
Mhm.
So I'm saying that's not going to happen. He ain't that dumb. But Draymond Green had some choice words, and he was like, "Listen," and I'm just going to read this. Sorry, kind of looking away, but
Nope, you're fine.
because some people are saying that the NBA's gambling scandal doesn't mean the league is not hypocritical for partnering with sports betting companies, because the NBA gets a cut of those profits, right?
Correct.
So, but his point is that business is business, and the gambling's prevalence is not directly caused by league sponsorships, and that's a valid point. And people should not blame Commissioner Adam Silver for the illegal actions of a few people. And he did say that it was a tough moment for the league and for the individuals involved, but stressed that the integrity of the game is not a concern on the whole. And so basically he's just saying, we can't just blame the Spartan partnerships, because guess what? Before the partnerships were there was Michael Jordan, right?
Mhm.
So, and a lot of people think that his dad was killed due to gambling debt. I happen to know somebody who was friends with the cousins of one of the guys who killed Mr. Jordan. And he and that to this day, these two young men will say up and down that it had nothing to do with gambling. They were just trying to rob a dude. But which is sad.
Real
Now,
sad.
there's also some as we all know, Gilbert Arenas was
Mhm.
arrested in July for gambling, and for a poker operation. But he is saying that he has nothing to do with this, that he didn't let them in on it. But it's really sad that, we have an NBA coach doing this. You're tied in with some bad dudes. Like, there's no place in that. And Chauncey Billups has kind of destroyed the Portland Trailblazers. Has he been fired yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Well,
so.
isn't he in custody?
I think he is he's probably on bail now, or ROR.
Let's see.
But yeah, like, it's just, I mean, we shall wait, because they think there will be a lot more arrests coming down the pipeline. Because, I mean,
But it's a distraction. It's just a distraction.
It
I'm
is.
curious to see if it'll
And
jump.
my thing is, and I said this to y'all last
Court.
week in our group chat. Why is Congress calling Adam Silver Capitol Hill? Don't y'all have something more important to do? Like, work together and get the government open back up? I'm
I
just
don't know,
saying.
maybe
Right.
take care of the kids.
Yeah.
Let's take care of these kids, the elderly, the disabled, and kids. Yeah. That's more important than you worrying about some players and coaches gambling. I mean, I know that's important.
Exactly.
I know they're not supposed to be doing that, but you have time to do everything else. Let's take care of what's important.
Let's
And I just feel
let's
like
Exactly.
fix
it's
our
a
priorities.
yeah, because I just
And
feel like
I
this is
mean,
a distraction from everything else, so people can talk about that. And you do it right when right when the season is just started.
uh-huh.
Like, did you all, if you all have been investigating that long, why don't you do this like over the summer? I mean, come on.
Timing. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Timing.
it's
they needed a distraction. But here's the thing, like the American people aren't stupid anymore. Well,
no.
Well, I mean, I
some
have a
people
few
are,
that I could. Oh,
but it's all right. You can't help that.
sorry.
Sorry. But I don't know. It's just sad. And I think that Congress really needs to focus on working with Senate and working across the aisle to do that. And, you know, yes, this is an important topic. Yes, it needs to be handled. But there are other important topics that need to be handled that will start next week also. Um, but I don't know. Like Chauncey
This
Billups, I
isn't
was
one
so
of them.
excited for you to get this opportunity and you blew it.
Yeah.
I think
But
we all were. We were all pretty stoked
but
for him
we'll
when he got
see.
this.
Yeah, we were all, but you know what? I am always in the idea of let's wait and see all the details of it beforehand and not judge him in the very beginning. Yes, he may have done something wrong. It may have been a small part and they're blowing it out of proportion, or it could be, massive. But until it all comes out, I'm just gonna wait and see and weigh what happens then.
I'm curious to see if it's going to jump genres. So if it's going to be inclusive of other divisions of sports like NFL or
Hmm.
does it hit the W? Does it hit? I mean, does it hit him?
What about the last one?
So it'd be interesting to see how that all plays out.
I agree.
Yeah. I definitely want to wait and see, but I definitely feel like it's a distraction from, all the other things that are going on. And so we decide to pull this out. I'm like, okay, let's
We
come
get a
on with
lot of
something
distractions,
else.
don't we?
Yeah,
We do. We do.
we
So
really do.
and with that, I mean, it's like when you're hearing something good happen, then it's like, oh, it's like a whole weight lifted.
Yes.
So yeah, that was a great segue, Dawn. Um, y'all are on your segues. Carrie, we gotta step up our game, boo.
Well, yeah. Are we segueing into your happy story, or are we going to segue
Yeah. Let's
into?
go from disappointment to happy
Well,
because
like, we have one more
we
disappointment that
all
we
love
can
a
talk
comeback
about.
story, right? We all love it. I love it, especially when somebody is coming back from a plague of injuries. Who also happened to be the first US women to ever win a gold in downhill skiing, who as one of the top performers ever in skiing. And that's Lindsey Vonn. She has decided to try to go to the US Olympic trials for downhill
Hmm.
skiing again. And I'm so stoked for her.
Yeah, we'll be cheering her on.
I love it, Candy.
I was like, wait, someone's clapping for me?
Love it.
Love, love, love it. Yes. That's a happy story. You know what? I did have one more. Kenny and I were talking about this. Um, and I don't know if you guys remember because it's been forever. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Um, Dylan McCullough and Sherman Smith. And they both went to Miami. And McCullough was Sherman Smith's mentor for when he was in the when he was in college and in the NFL, and found out that he is his biological father. And so
Oh,
he is
wow.
70 and Smith is like 52. Yeah, he's like 52. Yeah, he's 52. And he played for the Bengals and for and he was the running backs coach for the Kansas City Chiefs.
That
And
is
That
he
is
joined
awesome.
and
awesome.
then he joined the Vegas Raiders. And so yeah, and he found out that McCullough was his dad, and he helped
Oh,
recruit him to Miami University, and they both had been football stars. So that was my cousin said to me right before the show started, and I was telling Candy about it, and I'm like, that is so cool.
That is really
that is
cool.
so cool. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that
Yeah.
happy story, Dawn.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
there you go. We can start the week off happy.
There we
Woohoo.
go.
Yay.
Yay.
Well, now that we've had our two happy stories, we can, we're close to the end of our show. Want to remind friends that we can, if you have topics or you have happy stories you want to share with
Mhm.
us, we love happy stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do.
And
We
we need
really do.
lots
Feel
of
free to
them.
PM any one of us, share with us. We're all on social media.
Unfortunately,
Crap. Candy, Dawn, do I have to ban Carrie from Facebook again for a little bit?
no, I would love to
No.
disable my Facebook. I'm not joking, but I keep it because of this. Yeah.
No, we
I
don't.
need
I
faith in humanity
actually get
stories,
a good
people. Send them
laugh.
to me.
I get a good laugh, just so you know, because I see them and I get a really good laugh. So yeah.
So I'm gonna say this. Candy has her next show on South Florida Tribune. Starts
Yes.
in about 15 minutes. And Dawn is going on my boy Chris Heidel's show tonight as well.
Yep.
So you guys have two other podcasts to go check out after this one. Dawn, what time are you going on Chris's podcast?
7:45 Central. So 8:45 Eastern time.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
Candy, what time is Inside the Pigskin starting this evening?
I think it's starting 8:30 Eastern, so I have a little bit of
You got a
Ooh.
time in
little bit.
between.
You can go get a refill on your Diet Mountain Dew.
And you use the restroom because y'all know, like, the older you get, come on now, girl.
Don't do diuretics, Candy. You got to pee a lot. Speaking of which, I got to step by here, Cedar, to pick up mine.
Considering I think I am the elder of the group.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
sorry, ladies.
I'm more, though.
I think I might be. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Sorry I'm cutting it short tonight. As y'all can tell, I'm in the hospital. And so his nurse is in here right now. So I'm sorry if I
No,
was
you
being
guys go
distracting.
take care. Have a
Ev-
fantastic week.
Everybody have a great
Thank
week.
you.
Thanks for tuning
Yeah.
in.
Have a great week and hit us up with any ideas like Carrie said and Candy echoed. Bye, y'all.
Okay,
Bye,
bye.
everybody.